I'm Debbie Godfrey. Welcome to the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast.
For today's pep talk, let's look at family dynamics. I was just thinking about how different my kids are and how different they interact with me and I interact with them, and then all of us together as a team. And I just wanted to encourage you to look at how your family interacts together and find things to do that you can give each person a unique role and a contribution in their own way. So, for example, with my kids, my son liked to be doing things. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to sit around and yak about it. He liked to be doing. My daughter Michelle, on the other hand, loved to talk. She loved to be interacting. She was never happier than if she was the center of attention and talking or singing or performing or dancing or doing something where everybody had to watch her. And then my daughter Brianna was more of an observer. She liked to notice what was going on. She liked to kind of be more quiet but observant. She liked to do, but she liked to do particularly. She was very picky about what she wanted to do. So keeping all those things in mind, if we did something like go to the beach together, what I'd want to do is go down, make sure Michael's set up to surf, to skimboard, to play in the water so that he can be busy. He can be, doing something. And then Brianna, she needed to have something quiet. She loved to go in the water too, but she also wanted, maybe she'd bring a journal, or maybe she'd bring some knitting to do, or maybe, something where she could just be quiet and kind of observe what's going on around her and not have to be so interactive. And then Michelle, of course, her and I, very similar. We would be, hopping and skipping and doing cartwheels on the shore and just playing and having a good time. And then everybody likes to go in the water together. So we would also go out in the water and play. But just to really keep everybody's unique nature in mind when we're interacting as a family. At homework time even, this was really important because each of my kids had a different learning style. Each of them had a situation or a way that they learned better. So Michael, for example, he liked it very quiet and he liked to be sitting at a table. And if I was sitting there near him, it was fine. But if I talked, it wasn't fine. So the quiet was important, but also having people nearby was important. Michelle, she liked to be very interactive. So she can actually stand up and do her homework. She could be talking. She could be, doing three other things while at the same time doing her homework. So she kind of liked, more of a loud, interactive environment and moving around, yet still she was getting her homework done. Brie, on the other hand, liked to listen to music. So if she could just be left alone in her room with her music on, she was fine to do her homework that way. So when I found all these things out, I was studying up and reading. I don't know if you're familiar with Victoria Kendall Hodson and Marianne Papuelo Willis's book, Discover Your Child's Learning Style. But that's how I figured out what their different learning styles were. And it's like how to make a home to incorporate all this. It seemed a little bit daunting. But really, once we got into the pattern and the habit of setting everybody up, Michael might be at the table doing his thing quietly. Michelle might be in the living room jumping and dancing around and getting her homework done, and Brianna would be in her room, and I'd just kind of be mainly sitting at the table. I'd usually bring something to do, and I'd sit at the table with Michael, like maybe I'd pay my bills or read something or whatever, because he liked me nearby. But remember, don't talk to him. So figuring all these things out, what are your family dynamics? How does your family cooperate? How do they interact? What does each person need? And instead of trying to fit everybody into the same, celebrate and honor and work with your child's unique differences. Have a great day. Happy parenting.
Thank you so much for joining me here at the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast. I assume you're here because you're getting something out of these daily pep talks. And wouldn't it be great if more parents could hear more about these ideas for their children? And you can help me in a great way by liking the episodes, by sharing them on your social media, and especially by providing a review on your platform of choice. So if you could do me a huge favor and do that, it would really help get this out to many, many, many more parents. And we can all help our children feel more seen, heard, and understood, which is my life's work, is to make sure that all children feel loved and appreciated and that we can discipline them without breaking their spirit. So I hope that you've enjoyed these podcasts and will continue to enjoy them. And I really appreciate any support you can give me here at Positive Parenting Pep Talks. Thank you so much. Have a great day and happy parenting.